Okay, that was sucky. Take two. Hello everyone. So I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm always going to start after I beat Goneril. That way we don't run into me wasting over an hour trying to get all the way somewhere and then failing. So we're starting from the end of chapter 1 at all times and going through up towards chapter 2. You're right, that is an A on the Woodward Fortress. It's thanks to a teddy bear and a plate. I'm going to go to the struggle. But which one? They're both dorms, which just means I hate both of them. I would love for one of them to have been a cafeteria, but they're both dorms. Now I only hate dorms for hands and clothes. That's it. I've got no problems with anything else in the dorm. Everything else is fine. Hands, clothes. That's it. The environmental hazards that exist in the dorm are my problem, not the dorm itself. So Escher's compass, that will help because our shots are ricocheting like crazy. By the way, here's what we have. Yippee skippy. Alright, our perks are not so great in themselves. They're we got the things the monsters carried and kind of eraser bells. No one has dropped chalk yet. Let's see, twice as likely, twice as likely. So chalk must be very rare. Attack speed, damage. Our lessons are mercantilism, mercantilism, line cutting, mud, criticism, vistas. I'm trying. I will make it this time. I swear that I will. I will make it to the libraries. I will make it past Regan. I've already done that one. The case of the missing chalk. If you're missing what it said, oh, by the way, I have to check something. Okay, sorry. It's just, since those big guys couldn't destroy cabinets anymore, I needed to check to make sure the Schooner could. It can. Anyway. I had a run earlier where my ability to attack disappeared. I don't know if it was a bug. I don't know if it was just a one-time thing, like how you notice that sometimes things happen to me during boss fights that seem very out of the ordinary. There was lag there, and I got hit because Alright, I'm happy because right now, well, I'm happy in the sense that I got that smiley face. Actually, I'm very perturbed at the moment. I really need to get by Regan. I need to get myself to chapter 3. I've decided to... Chapter 3 bosses only appear in either dorms or in chapter 3's areas. Because of this, I'm not... Okay, my crits are gone now. My automatic crits are gone. I still get a bunch of crits, but my automatic crits are gone. This means my teddy bear is not far behind. These are the sad truths that are showing themselves to me. Anyway, I've decided that what I have to do is I have to start at Goneril and show you from there. That way, it will stop me from showing you another vid that's an hour long of me going nowhere, talking about nothing, and then just dying in the end. Unless you were entertained by that. I'll always give you entertainment. I didn't think that was very entertaining. I doubt... I put the annotations there because I know an hour and 20 minutes is a lot of your time I'm asking. A lot to dedicate to, well, listening or, well, yeah, even listening I've done that sometimes. I'll put Let's Plays on in the background music while I do stuff, right? Sometimes because it's either a game I'm interested in or just because it's a game I've never played and maybe never will. Like anything that's for Xbox, per se. I'm not a big Xbox fan. Now, I can take C is for Cowardly or Great Expectations and Juice Boxes. Great Expectations for Juice Boxes is great, and I'm gonna take it because I already have the things monsters carried and I need more hit points. That's the first time I've gotten something that gives me hit points. I'd like to have higher hit points than I have. I really wish there were some items that dropped that would increase my stats a little bit. I've heard, oh look, finally chalk. I've heard Goneril's mallet does something with damage. It's a passive damage boost and it takes up your E-weapon slot. Even though it's passive, it takes your E-slot. Probably just because it's a trade-off. I don't know how much damage it boosts because I haven't found it yet. But when I do, I'll tell you. I'm sure it's a percentage. If it's a flat number, that'll be awesome, but it sounds like it'd be a percentage. Anyway, I have 16 tokens. If I find a place to buy here, I will. This was a power struggle, I believe. Was what the floor was. There were two of them at power struggle. I picked this one. The boss should be coming up very quickly. If not, I just wanted to check to make sure I still had the teddy bear or not. The fragile items you really need to keep track of. It helps you tell you, like, if you should expect something or not. Like, if I should expect to have crits. If I should expect to have resist. This is one of the get-through areas. I remember this. This chest room. Alright, I need this. I do. I really need the apple experiment. I need it for Regan. I'm only disappointed because now I just got rid of my shooter. And after the update, the chair capulets, or the desk circle capulets. You've seen one already. I was very freaked out when I first bought it, but the shooter made it, he neutered it, basically. He neutered that capulet. And I was very happy that day when my shooter neutered him. And frankly, that guy has become the new worst leader to run into. Of all the leader types, that Capulet is now the worst. Now, I don't know, maybe... And I'm thinking that this might be the thing with him, okay? That Capulet might be stuck in hard mode. What do I mean by stuck in hard mode, you might ask? After beating the game, you get a lesson called hard mode. I think it costs 1 period, which is really weird. I think it should cost no periods, but then again, if it's hard mode, I guess you're using up one of your periods in order to say, I want challenge, right? So you wouldn't have everything that you had come to know and love and rely upon. I've lost my resist. I expected it to be right then, but I really was hoping that I had one more shot in me. Anyway, so hard mode. In hard mode, some things change. Enemies get new attacks. One of the enemies that gets new attack gets... And there's an enemy that actually gets its old attack. Confused? In hard mode, the excuse me. In hard mode, the green chalk dust thrower boys. I dodged you. I know I did. And you're just being a douche. But they get their attack back. They do. They get their second shot. The one that we all were so happy they got rid of. They get it back. Which seems just like way too much of a pain. By the way, these holes. Have you ever dodged over them? Or around them? You don't have to. You can walk right over them. Anyway, yes, the champion, this guy, has 4 orbiting chairs around him. His 4 orbits give him way too much protection. And it's just silly how powerful that protection is. I have an obscene attack speed. This is because I've gotten it up with a bunch of items. I bet you can guess one of them because of the way that I'm shooting. The trustworthy blindfold, with its randomly firing shots, is pretty... it's okay. There he is, right there. Shall we say hi? As you can see, one of the few places that's safe is close, right up next to him. You get up there, and you wait. His chairs, when they're out, you can actually sneak in between them. It's kind of like dodging Cinder's timepiece, or Cinder's timekeeper. Only like 10 times worse because they move a little faster and it's a little smaller. Oh, and also, it'd be nicer if Cinder's timekeeper, well, with Cinder's timekeeper you have a much larger room, and the section that you're trying to dodge is not always coming near you. I have 31 tokens at the moment. This is a well-stocked dorm, which means that it has 2 Edgewood shops, which is why I'm here. The Reg badge of courage and hardiness will be what I get because I need hit points. If I were a better player, maybe I wouldn't, and I would have taken the perk of being a ranged wallflower. But as it stands, I do 115 to 121 points of damage, and I have a 30% chance to crit, which triples. So I'm not gonna. Alright, the last couple places I can check are to the right. There's gonna be to the right and maybe 2 exits. Okay, 1 exit. Now, I remember telling you guys that I loved fighting those candle guys. I still do. I wasn't about to tell you differently. But I will tell you that I hate the people they always come with. The candles always seem to have mirror ladies with them. I could deal with the candle guys. Even if I got hit right there, I can still deal with them. They're just fast trash cans when it all comes down to it. In fact, they're a little easier to dodge than the trash cans because you can see their attack before they do it. It's rooms like this. I know what this room looks like already, and I wasn't even in here. Now there's going to be, there is a candle guy in every single section of the room, the top, the middle, and the bottom. At the top, they also have a cabinet and a chest of drawers. The cabinet and the chest of drawers is actually the worst thing here, including the hands, because with the hands, you have to try and corner Candle Boy. Which, let's face it, easier said than done at times, right? An open room. This one is new. I've never seen this kind of open room before. It has a bunch of hands in it. With a fragile roly-poly, I now will be rolling quite a lot, especially to get past things. A 50% chance to dodge will hopefully help a lot. Cinder's Time Key, Juice Boxes, Chalks, and Garbovin's Sense of Fear. I will get Garbovin's Sense of Fear. The reason to do this is to have the 9% chance to dodge, and then 59. If I stack my way towards dodge, I might be able to keep the fragile roly-poly intact. Ah, a badly etched arrow. Now, let's look at this for a second. I have a poorly drawn juice box, which makes my chalk heal, and the thundercloud, which makes them electric. Electricity is the strongest, if not one of the strongest things. Do I have... I do not have anything other than that. I don't have what would make this the penultimate, which is the Countermine Choco, but I will get it anyway. My chalk is now Uber. It's electrically charged, it heals me, and fires arrows. So now I have 4 pieces of very powerful chalk. The lightheartedness that you might usually associate with how I play, right now I'm very serious. I'm trying to concentrate as hard as I can, because I want to show what's past Regan, as much as she doesn't want me to show it to you. Now, the Disciplined King is the king that everybody is arguing about. He is very strong. I will not deny that. He is. It is a pain in the butt. Especially when he runs all the time. Look at how fast he moves. Right? And his pattern is non-existent. He has none. On hard mode, someone has already said, the king produces another bishop. Remember how I thought that he was going to anyway? Well, apparently he does on hard. So, I'm not amazed. But 2 rooks, 1 bishop for the king right now. Because I'm on normal. If you pay the counselor enough, I wonder if there's an easy mode. Ha ha ha. Right? No. This game is normal and hard, apparently. But, that's fine. I'm not saying it needs an easy mode. I'm just laughing about the fact of a joke that wasn't funny. Anyway, now on to the seriousness about the Disciplined King. Since he's down to the, Mud is really great against him, because it allows you to keep up with his speed if you don't have enough move speed. I actually would say that the blindfold is helping me out a little, and I'm going to say it is because, did I just shoot through the bishop? I think I did. It is because the king moves in such an erratic pattern that sometimes shooting straight just isn't good enough. You have to catch him. And because my shots sometimes veer to an angle, I catch him while he moves. Let's go find Regan. There have been very There have been a couple times that that's happened to me, that I enter a room to instantly be hit, either by an enemy or a spike. It's good. It gets annoying, but not the worst. It looks like we went the wrong way. I'm gonna guess that Regan is down. I'm hoping that I'm right. There is a time when you just get sick and tired of running through the same places hour after hour. And I know that, you know, I should maybe just uber farm credits, right? Or something of the like. Or maybe wait until somebody mods this. I'm not going to. I set out to defeat Regan. I did once. It was a painful, painful experience. It took so many pieces of chalk. It took so many juice boxes. But she was done. Now, I'm here again. I'm here to defeat Regan again. And then I still have to do it one more time for her items. Alright, I'm going to show you something. It has to do with these mages. If you stand at the top of the screen, they cannot hit you. Not at all. Because they will appear where you are. In front of you. And their attack, unfortunately for them, appears here. Because they're so much taller than you. Which instantly makes it hit a wall. So it fails. Drinking 2 juice boxes, I'll get 3 more because of the used knapsack. I know people who sleep talk. Alright, he's here again. Let's do it again. We get up here. He'll hit us once. Because of the one he shot before we got him up here. And now he can't do it again. Alright, there were 2 of them and 1 candle guy. I pity the poor candle guy. There we go. We're gonna go down, because we don't want the necessary lantern. See what I mean about entering rooms and getting hit? Regan was not down, and he paid the price for it. Alright, how about up? These. So, I've seen these. Only in a memory room. They're traps. But that's obvious, right? Just by looking at them, you can tell they're traps. I believe that they're from the library, which is actually one of the next areas above this place. But if they're from terraces, I'm fine with that too. Let's see what's this way. I'm going to wait for the briars to grow, and then I must collect these tokens. They will help me in my quest to defeat the evil one. There. Alright, we have 6 juice boxes and 4 chalk. The apple, which is by far the easiest way to beat Regan that I've heard of. And I can attest to it that when a boss does nothing but fire projectiles, a item that destroys every single projectile on the screen is very useful. You must be careful with the apple though, as it destroys your projectiles as well. But I think that that's a nice trade-off. Oh, he already died. Let's see what's up. Alright. Electricity seems to do more damage than normal for the floors, I mean. You know, floors have their own damage. Electricity seems special. It seems to have an increased damage. I believe that's why the electric cloud for chalk is useful. Now, here's something. Juice Box of Darkness. We remember that. It's an awesome thing. Will I get it? No. I will get the Velveteen Cabinet, and here's why. 13 seconds. That 13 seconds for the apple will help, as well as the increased attack rate against Regan for sending bubbles at her. And a chance to crit. There are places that look like you should be able to go through them, right? Luckily for us, bubbles go through the wall. My bouncing fireworks are quite enjoying to watch. Now, safely abusing the bubbles, we pick up the tokens. Regan is to the right. A shop is down. I have a problem. But I have to solve it. And I'm going to solve it by taking things that guarantee me at least more of a fighting chance than the other thing. The other option I wanted was the Bunsen burner. If I had enough coinage, I would have bought the Bunsen burner along with both of those because the fire it leaves is very helpful. We have one more room, or a couple more rooms maybe, but now is not the time. Now is Regan time. Here comes ice. Oh, really? Wow. That freaked me out. I expect her to start shooting more ice bolts. Now that she's split, though, we know exactly what's coming all the time, right? I expect her to come up. She's disappointing in that sense. By the way, have you ever known that the shards from the ice spikes don't actually fly off in a pattern? They fly towards you. Towards wherever you were. Towards wherever you are. They kind of home in, you know? Now I've already used more juice boxes than I probably should. Definitely far more than maybe some people would think necessary. But I'm not them. No, I'm me, and I kinda suck. So now, we're at Regan's third form. You've never seen this on camera, because I didn't get it on camera. As you can see, the lightning is by far the worst part. Everything else, not so much. Now, if I would have hit her with maybe 2 more pieces of chalk, it probably would have done something. Let's check what we got. I have gotten nothing new. Nothing that even merits something that's there. I've gotten all of these lore that I already did accidentally, and that's it. As for upgrades, I have 176 credits. It's not enough. I already donated 350 to him once. I have to do it one more time and he might give me something. Who knows? It'll be 2,200 credits donated to him if I do that. And I have the sneaking suspicion that it's either 2,200 or 2,550, which is a number that's prevalent in a lot of games. I did find this at one time, the Lobster of Foreboding. It gives you plus 20% resist. It's the newest item that I found. I beat the Virtuoso while confused. Not on this run, because you would have seen it, but you didn't see the Virtuoso on this run. So, I did it offline. Mainly because it was the one time when I was trying to get credits. It's the same run where my manuscripts and Schooners decided to do something. Now my game itself, you've seen some of the bug things that happened to it. You've seen the hand that got stuck on the Virtuoso. You've seen, well, quite a few things, I think, that you could look at it and say, did that just happen? And it might just be isolated incidents. I'm hoping that they are. The hand that got stuck on the Virtuoso only happened that one video. When I fought the Virtuoso offline, it didn't happen. Anyway. I'm not going to be starting these attempts until after I defeat Goneril, because I'm going to save you the drudgery of me going through the first 4 floors. I'll always inform you what I've got and what I'm looking for, and what my thoughts are on how to do it. So, it's usually going to try to be quick runs. That's what I try to focus on. I try to focus on getting you to what I want you to see, to things new. You don't have to be stuck in seeing the same old crap over and over again. I would say that I'll start a video after I beat Regan, but I'm starting videos after Goneril so you can see Regan get beat. As of right now, I said I beat Regan. I showed you an empty Regan room back about 3, maybe 4 episodes ago by now. I can't remember. I'll probably have to look it up, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But you never saw me beat her. You didn't see how I beat her. You didn't see why. And frankly, I don't even remember anymore. I don't remember what it was that made her die so well. Whether it was the mirror, whether it was some erasers. I don't remember. So, I'm always going to start after Goneril from now on. Hopefully we'll get to chapter 3. Anyway, that's all we got for right now. I'll see you guys later.